Okay, so we're at the final stretch for what I believe is what's needed for us to thrive in a world in constant change and flux. And for you to ask yourself, are you learning and growing with the 21st century approach or still using outdated uh, processes and thinking? The final piece on our regenerative leadership is resource coaching. The way I like to think about it is through this visual is I'm the steward helping people cross over to wherever that best future self is. And I use that rigorous Socratic dialogue method that actually helps you kind of disrupt your old patterns, awaken your consciousness to a higher level so that you keep growing to your next level of potential to do more and be more in life, whatever that happens to look like for you. And it's not about getting some knowledge download from an outside expert in outsourcing your development to someone else. The requirements for true human transformation are will, being, and function. So let me explain that. I think this covers it all. Is the will is basically the fire in the belly. Do I have a motivation that will actually help me activate the energy that I need to do something? And I will tell you, motivation is very tenuous. It rises up and down, up and down. It's something that we need to continually raise up. Or we'll be flatlined with motivation in no time. And then there's the state of being. And how do we master our own state of being to become imperturbable, resilient to those inner obstacles or outer obstacles? And then finally, yes, there are functional skills that could be needed for you to evolve to that next level. If you're growing and your third line needs something, well, you're going to grow just as I'm learning to do these types of videos that I've never done before. So it could be some type of knowledge or new behaviors or a typical some type of language that's needed. So there you have it, my 21st century regenerative leadership approach based on me, we, and the community. Whatever your ecosystem is what I'm calling the community. And just test that. This framework against how you're learning and what you're offering or what is being offered to you. And are they covering these critical pieces for transformation? And if you're feeling a little bit uninspired about your next chapter and you want a more conscious approach to your leadership, or perhaps you're successful in one area but struggling in another area, and although you're not lonely, you might feel like you're alone sometimes, and you're craving a community of thinking partners who really understand all that have to deal with. Well, you're not alone. You're in the right place, and you see the link there to contact me. Let's have a conversation to see if this makes sense for you to join the mastermind. Because, as you can see, change is nowhere, change is nowhere, or change is now here. And I just want to leave you with this thought about me and my own journey. I am a midlife change maker. By the way, now that we're in the longevity economy, in the 100-year life, age 50 is mid-career. Okay, so if you're any of these change makers, rebels, or seekers, like I am, what I did was I designed and created my own life. And there is my new home that I live part-time in Spain. And the way I like to think about it is with this extra 30 years that we're now having in our lifetime, Do you wanna add that on, those 3 extra decades at the end? Or if you think about your life as a home and this extra gift of 3 decades, you could create, your home with an atrium that's lets light in from all sides, and that's what this type of work will help us do. Not tag on at the end of your life when maybe you're not healthy enough to do some vibrant type of things that you'd like to do. But right now, in your prime, create that atrium and a new way of thinking and growing so that you live your long life out. That's the end for me. And there's my contact information, learningtolead.com. Meet Janet. Let's have a chat to see if it makes sense to go forward or not. Thank you.